It was a dark and stormy night. No, it's 5:15 in the morning, 37 degrees out, and I'm at the flea market on the hunt for treasures, bundled up because it is cold out. Fall is officially here at the flea market, and I'm ready to see what people have brought here today. Always on the hunt for ephemera, vintage decor, anything weird, quirky. You never know what people are going to bring to the flea market, and that is what makes it so exciting. So let's get our flea market bag, get out there, and see what treasures we can find today. This guy has his helmet on. He's prepared.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Only the hardy could venture out without gloves this morning.
I had some on, but not doing anything for me. Yeah, exactly.
I used to sell bottles, and I always had to bring the bottles out first, and bottles are so cold.
Oh, yeah, the glass.
Heavy glass.
Uh-huh. I guess your hands get used to it.
I'm so glad it cooled off for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, fall's on the way.
Followed by a severe winter. So
I can just imagine.
The first woolly bear I saw a week ago was perfect, normal. The next one I see is going to be all black. I know it.
Oh gosh.
Because there was no sunshine for 4 days.
No.
That's how fast they change colors.
Well, we'll see what's gonna happen.
One bad storm and they change your pattern. I love woolly bears. 20 years ago, he kept it. It just gave it to this year. It's very sturdy. And I put those on both sides. And basically what's nice about it, this one's very long. Everything you want to do with you do to get that done with this thing. Or you're like, oh, I was going to use it for my 6-foot dog design. But I can't. And you can see I was a professional sign dedication. Years ago we had
Hello.
Oh, he does. Somebody set that all up. And Flea's photography was, he bought it in 2002, say. He would have been in business from 1980. You know, when everything took off.
The tote guy is here, and not a lot of people are buying him. This is pretty. Kind of like that. That side. Oh, they're pretty. This is a nice frame. It kind of matches what I have at home. Well, that made my morning. So I have the 2 lithos or prints. The one's a litho, the other one's a watercolor. The photo of the couple, which I will add to my collection, and 2 hats, and the crazy Last Supper framed print for $10. So that was a great deal. I should get my money back on the Marlboro hat alone. So happy with that. I'll look around a little more, see what else I can find. Yeah, let's take pictures out. It's all empty. What's this one? These are neat.
Yeah, take some of the bigger toys.
It smells really bad. Let's look at that one. Thanks to the magic of time and recording, we are fast forwarding to a little bit of a warmer day. So yes, it was very cold at the flea market that morning. There was still a decent amount of vendors, but I only purchased from I think 2 vendors. I bought some books from one, and then my larger pile of items that cost me a whopping $10, including this beauty here. I collect old photographs, but I've become a little bit more selective in the ones that I keep. But I do have a collection of the convex, or the bubble frames as I call them, but I try and limit myself to those that are a silver color. The frame is silver and it has this flower pattern. And that is why I purchased this, because this flower pattern is the same as the frames, is the same flower pattern on the frames that I have. I have 3 women. They were all purchased at different places, different times, but they look like they could be sisters. And then I have one of a man like leaning up against a car. And so when I saw this and I saw the flowers, I thought, well, this will match with my frames. So I purchased this for myself. Very beautiful frame, wooden, you know, the backing is still intact. It's hard to sell these now because you have to find the person that collects them. You know, reselling it, I think it's a nice photo, but there are some that would find this dumb, stupid, ugly. Why would you want pictures of strangers in your home? So, you know, it has become more of a niche market. So we got those beauties there. Then I picked up, I did not show it though because my camera was on time lapse. I found this, which I thought was really interesting. It's the Last Supper in a super gaudy, I want to say kind of Art Deco-ish frame. Like, and I bought it just for that fact. And it wasn't, let's see. Yeah, I mean, like this, it was put in there. You can't take it out the back. I think you might be able to take it out the top. But anyway, I thought this was just too neat to pass up on. Art Deco Last Supper. That, and then I did pick up 2 hats, the Monopoly hat and the Marlboro hat, which have already sold. People are collecting the Marlboro line. A lot of those items that they put out, you could only get through purchasing cigarettes and collecting points, somewhat like Kool-Aid points. Ooh, my voice, somewhat like Kool-Aid points. Obviously, they do not do that anymore. So people collect those items, and those were quick sellers. That Monopoly hat was really cool. I'm surprised I found those. It just goes to show that, you know, with that person, the tote man, bringing out so many boxes and totes at one time, people want to see what's in the next one. You know, they're wondering, well, 5 totes were brought out. What's in there? So they kind of just skim the surface and then skip from tote to tote. Everyone has their method to their madness, but you gotta dig, and you find great things when you do. So I also bought 2 other framed pieces of artwork. This looks like it's Stuart Lloyd. It's just a litho. On the back, it has this. B bought this litho at Norfolk area in London in 1976. It says for 4 pounds in 1976. So just a framed litho print from the old print shop. It says Americana Old Prints and Paintings. Oh, they had it framed there. So they bought the litho in 1976 in Norfolk in London, and then they had it framed in the old print shop in New York, New York. I did look up Stuart Lloyd. Some of his pieces do well, so we'll just have to see. It's just a man on a farm. You can see the church in the background with the little ducks. Then I also bought a watercolor. That paper is long gone. So it's a country scene. You have people on a bridge, nice little pinks. Maybe an island. I'm not sure. But it does have a signature at the bottom, maybe a Joseph Trieger. I don't know if you can make that out. So I'll have to do a little bit more looking on these. Now, as I've said before, for me, for artwork, sometimes it's actually easier to flip at the flea market because there are a lot of people that love to buy artwork there, whether for the artwork or for the frame. So they can be pretty quick flips, and I can get a decent amount of cash too. I will not be selling these, however. I gotta hang that couple up on my wall. So I thought, since it was kind of a short flea market video, I would also open 2 packages. So let's get to that. This is from, it looks like it's Margaret in Edna, Texas. They put a label over the name. Dear Renee, I enjoy all of your videos very much and love that you not only save ephemera but research it and share what you find out. Yes, stay tuned. I hopefully will have a history behind the paper episode this week. Hopefully. I buy sewing patterns at garage and estate sales and then use the tissue paper pattern sheets to stuff into eBay packages I mail. How interesting. A good thick uncut pattern can yield quite a bit of packing material. The envelopes, however, I have not found a use for, so I'm sending some to you to use or sell as you see fit. Keep thrifting, picking, and filming. Yes, Margaret on the Texas Gulf Coast. Well, thank you, Margaret. I hope you're doing well. And that is the first time I've heard of someone using patterns for that purpose. But hey, if it works, it works. So yeah, ooh, look at this. She's totally 80s. Dresses with detachable collars. Time saver stretch knit. Look at that top. Ooh. This is nice. I would love that dress. And she has her bangle bracelets on. That's a pretty dress too. I don't think I've ever come across patterns at a garage sale. I have seen them at estate sales, auctions, and they usually go for a decent amount of money. Lizzie McGuire. I never got into that show. And then we have, this is a nice dress too. Look at her hair. Simplicity, designer, fashion. So thank you so much, Margaret. I hope that you're doing well on the East Coast, and I hope that your eBay sales are plentiful. Next up, we have from Thomas in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello out there to Pittsburgh. I have never been, but you never know. Sure I'm not missing anything. A whole envelope of goodies. Whoa. Okay. Renee, I thought you might enjoy some of these items. Enjoy watching your videos. Tom. Well, thank you, Tom. First, we'll do this guy. Stan Home. Oh, a Family Stanley product. It's funny. I just found a box of things that I purchased at an auction probably maybe 3 years ago, and there were a whole bunch of Stanley items. There were brushes, toilet brushes, catalogs. Really cool. So that, funny timing. Ready, Set Concrete Bench. It's an old envelope. I think he used that to hold the other things together. Oh wow, what's this guy? Things are just falling everywhere. Fuller, he's cool. And I do need a letter opener. He has a little briefcase, so I'm assuming that was another form of advertising for the Fuller company. I really like that. Valley of the Sun, a whole bunch of different postcards. Where are these from? Sheridan Park, Washington's most fabulous hotel. It's DC. I was supposed to go to DC in March, and then that was canceled. Daytona Tourist Park. I'm sure that looks a little bit different today. We have the Empire State Building, of course. The New York International Airport. I've only have flown out of, this is JFK now, once or twice, whenever I've been to Europe. New Jersey Turnpike. Whole bunch of bridges. New Jersey Turnpike. Oh, another one. The Canadian Club, the best in the house. Oh, and it has a little measuring thing. Oh, what are these patches? Ooh, butterfly. Leaf. Oh, geez. Can't put a pot leaf. Another butterfly. Oh, this one's cool. Woodstock. That one's really neat. Weren't they going to have, wasn't it the anniversary and they canceled it, or was that something else? Oh, these are so cool. Oh, an M. There's a whole bunch of little things in here. What are these? Oh, this is cool. They're tickets from the Empire State Observatory. I've never been up to the top of the Empire State Building. I have been to the Statue of Liberty. And speaking of, there she is. So many neat things. The UN, Radio City. I would like to go back to New York City again. There you have Times Square. How it has changed. I would like to go back to New York City. We have some other things. We have, oh, the junior captain for Delta. They still give out pins at some of the airlines. When I've been flying with my little cousin, they'll approach her and give her a pin or a sticker or something. So it's nice that they still continue to do that. I think it makes it, the flying experience, fun for children. And then we also have this, compliments of the Industrial Life Insurance Company. Your good old needle and thread. Big way of advertising back then. It's funny how they chose, the needle and thread, or those other little needle and thread booklets to advertise their company. So thank you so much, Tom. This will come in rather handy for all my letters. And he's really neat too. So thank you, Tom and Margaret. I thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this short little flea market video. Some days you find some strangers, and some days you just walk around and you see a lot of other treasures. There's nothing necessarily that you enjoy buying, but it's still fun to get out there and see what other people are buying and what people have found that they are selling. So if you are going out this week to do any yard sailing or going to any estate sales, I wish you much luck in your search for treasures. And I hope that you all just have a good week as well. Monday, start of the week. Hope it's a good one. So thanks for watching. I will see you all next time.